وصلى الله على النبي الكريم محمد وآله وأصحابه أجمعين. So the chapter is mines. But in Sharia there are three terms for mines: ma'adin, kanz, rikaz. And these are three types: ma'adin, kanz, rikaz. So mines are actually created by the Creator inside the earth. And originally that is for all human wherever that is. But whosoever owned it or controlled it, then that is his property. So what is Ma'adin? M-A, comma, D-I-N. In English we translate it mines. So these are things which are created inside the earth by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, like iron, gold, silver, copper, brass, and so and so. Number two, kanz, K-A-N-Z. Kanz actually means treasury. So somebody has buried some wealth there inside the earth. People used to do that. Sometime back in Pakistan, one guy came to me and said that I was living there in such and such state. I said, okay, if you can help me. I said, what? He said that at that time I had lot of weapons and I had lot of dollars. And he said that whatever he said, that under the table I was doing lot of things, but then I used to put it there in a desert inside the earth, not to be caught by the government or the agencies. Say, but I did not have the documents. Then they turned me out of America. All the thing is left there. So if you can help me to take me there. So I told him that, yes, give me the sketch of this place. I will do it for you. He said, actually, that is such an area that with description, nobody can approach that area. I know the area. So I said, yes, just make dua. If I will become the president of America, I will give you a special visa. So then I will bring you here. Yes. And he brought with him a very great alim as an intercessor, yes, to intercede. So he said, if you can help him. He said, yes, I can help him. But if he can help me with that dua to become the president, to give me. So in East Coast, some state he was mentioning. So anyhow. Now the Hanafiya are of the view that the word rikaz in hadith, that includes these both types. Both type mean the natural one, and number two, the buried by a human. As Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam said in hadith, وَفِي الرِّكَاز al-khums. And in rikaz, there is 1/5 for the state, which will go to the poor. This is the madhab of Hanafiya. Malikiya and Shafi'iyya are of the view that rikaz is what has been buried by the non-Muslims in the time of Jahiliyyah. And ma'adin is what the Muslims have buried somewhere. Now, if somebody will find a ma'adin, so who has to own it? Hanafiya, Shafi'iyya, and Hanabila. They say, whosoever found it, that is his. If that is not in a land which is owned by someone, so it means a public land. But if that is in a private land, so that goes to the owner of the land. Because he owns the land and the things therein. But if the land is owned by the state, so the ma'adin is also the belonging of state. But if the land is not owned by an individual, nor by a state, unclaimed land, so then that is for the one who found it. Because that land is called mubah land. What? Mubah land. And Sharia, the rule is istila al mubahat. For example, who caught the fish in the ocean? So that fish belonged to whom?
Sure.
The one who caught it. Got it?
Yes.
Who hunted a bird or a deer there in the mountain? It belongs to whom? The one who caught it. So same is the case of this mine. But Maliki are of the view that everything inside the earth so it goes to the state. Because state represents Islam. So actually Islam owns it and state is representative of Islam, so thus it will go to the state. So what the state will do? So Malikiya said that's up to the state what they want to do with. They can give it on lease, number one. They can give it to someone for free, number two. They can take it for state to go to the treasury. So Maliki, or Imam Malik Rahmatullah alayhi, he said depend on the circumstances and depend on the state. But Hanafiya says that Ma'adin, which is naturally there, mines. So whosoever found it in unclaimed land, so 80% will go to the finder and 20% will go to the state. But then the mines are different. If that is solid mines like iron, gold, silver, these are solid. So this is the rule. They are solid and they could be melted. Two things. Solid, meltable. Solid, meltable. If solid and not meltable, or that is liquid. Solid, not meltable, like zamarud, rubies, precious stones, aqiq. These are solid, but these are not meltable. Or if that is liquid, like petrol, diesel, kerosene oil, got it? Or mercury. If that is found by someone in an unclaimed area, so that is 100% for the finder. State cannot take anything therefrom. But there is one riwayah from Imam Abu Hanifa and Imam Muhammad, rahimahumullah, that in mercury, like solid meltable things, 20% will go to state in mercury. And whatsoever is from the ocean, like pearls, like corals, and corals. So Imam Abu Yusuf says 20% will go to state. Because Sayyidina Umar, he was charging 20% from, that's called Suyubul Bahar. What? Suyubul Bahar. And there is a riwayah, وَفِي السُّيُوبِ الْخُمْسِ. But Jumhur say that there is nothing in Ma'din. Because Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, Al-ajma'u jibarun, wal-bi'ru jibarun, wal-ma'dinu jibarun, wa fi rikazi al-khums. So what does jibar mean? So jibar mean that nothing is there. So al-bi'ru jibarun, nothing in animal, wal-ma'dinu jibarun, nothing in mind, wa fi rikazi al-khums. But in rikaz, there is 1/5. In rikaz, what has been put by human there in the land, being buried. But ma'din and mind, what Allah has put there. So that's why Jumhur said, nothing is there. But Imam Abu Hanifa said, look at me. Look at the hadith. Where from your issue came from this hadith? So they said, Al-Ma'dinu Jibarun. So he said, Al-Biru Jibarun. Is there anything in wealth to be paid to the state? They said, no. They said, no. He said, this is regarding jinayat. This is not regarding the state right. That if somebody has dug a well in his own land and somebody fell down therein and he died, so there is no responsibility of the well owner. Got it? He will not sit there all night long around there. Take care in front of you. Take care. Take care. Yes, but he will not sleep. He will be watching his well. Got it? And same is the case of animal. Animals, they are grazing openly. So if an animal hits someone and he died, yes, so you will kill the owner now. So al-ajma. So Rasulullah says, if the mine digging will take place to bring it out, so that will be like a trench. So if somebody fell down there in a trench and he died, nothing is on that one who is digging the mine. Imam Rahmatullah says, don't take it to another chapter. This is another chapter, that's another chapter. Got it?
Yes.
So it means that there is no blood money if somebody fell down in well. No blood money if somebody was hit by an animal. So no blood money if somebody fell down there in that Ma'din. And if you say that nothing is due there in Ma'din, so fil ajma ijibarun, then in animals there is no zakat as well. While there is zakat in animals, why you are not applying that to the other sentence of the hadith? But regards to them, that is actually the wealth being buried by non-Muslims in the time of Jahiliyyah. So according to Jumhur, in that there is 1/5, 20%. So how you will find out that this is the wealth put there by the Muslims after Islam or by non-Muslims before Islam in the time of Jahiliyyah. So signs are there. What are these? Signs are there. Means either the year will be written on that. On coins, the year is written or not?
Yes.
On notes,
Yes.
the bills,
Yes.
the year is not written or not?
Yes.
Or for example, yes, there will be other sign like Bank Milli, Afghanistan. Bank, so Afghanistan is a Muslim country. So that is Islamic Dafina. Got it?
Yeah.
And if that's it, Bank of Abu Jahl. Yes. So Bank of Abu Jahl, it was in the Zamana Jahiliyyah. Got it?
Yeah.
But if there is something which is confusing, then this is from the time of Jahiliyyah or this from Islam. So then the Hanafiya, they are of the view it will be considered of Jahiliyyah. So what will be the ruling? So Imam Abu Hanifa rahmatullah alayhi says that the Islamic comes that he just like found, just like what? So if somebody, he was walking on the road and he found $1,000 in Islamic State. So it's called Luqta. It's called. So he has to make announcements that I have found a purse and there is some amount therein. If somebody will give me the proper introduction, he has to take it back. Got it? But whatsoever is from the time of Jahiliyyah, so then all four schools of jurisprudence, they say that 20% will go to the state. وصلى الله تعالى على خير خلقه محمد وآله وأصحابه أجمعين برحمتك يا